Where are you going to be cooking the fish?
I'm going to be cooking the fish right back there where you're at. Dang, what's happening over there? Don't get that towel on the burner. Folks, don't put paper towels on your stove burner. It could create a fire in your hand. As I'm at it, folks, I'm going to go ahead and introduce this clip, or this video. We are rednecksgonewild.com, and it's about freezing temperatures down here in Florida right now, so I ain't been doing many outside videos. If y'all have noticed, or as you can tell, it's been a bunch of cooking in this house and stuff and staying inside. But tonight we're gonna fry some red snapper. We're not gonna deep fry it. We're gonna shallow fry it for the first time. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but it's red snapper. It's got to be good. And Redneck Mama is cooking.
Hi.
What are you cooking with it?
I'm cooking some green beans with bacon in it and some yellow summer squash and a little bit of leftover baked beans from the other night.
I'll have the baked beans. You can have the green beans. And I don't care about no doggone green beans.
Okay.
You know, folks, these green beans, she gets these fresh green beans that are like long. They ain't out of the can or nothing. And you know what? They got freaking bones in them. Or strings. They call them string beans, I guess, because it's a string. You know, having to pull a string out.
They don't all have them, just once in a while.
I know, but I can't. If I have one, it ruins my whole meal. It ruins my appetite. I can't deal with that. It's kind of like eating chicken and chewing into some cartilage or some grab nab stuff like, I just can't handle it. I'd rather chew on dog balls. Okay, but anyhow, those are a little thick.
I always do this.
Well, trust in what your mother says. She chopped the ends off. Those pieces that are closest to the ends are the ones that I like the best.
Ones without the seeds?
No, I don't care about the seeds. But these little chunks like this.
Well, there's no seeds in there.
I don't care about the seeds or not, but for some reason I like those better than I like the other one. So what are you doing?
Putting some water down in there
so you can steam them?
Well,
this is what happens before we even get ready to go with the fish, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and get this shit going. Or this, we won't call it shit because we're going to eat it. How about that? Yeah. Let me come up with a new word.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't like all this stuff over here when I'm trying to cook.
I know, it might heat them cookies up. Them cookies going to be extra cooked by the time.
They're chocolate, so they're going to be melted.
It'll freeze again tonight whenever the doggone cold comes. Well, don't get that cold in here. Anyhow, folks, I'm going to get the grease going and the fish out. We're gonna chop the fish up a little bit, get it into nuggets, and we're gonna season it in our Zatarans or whatever you call it. And I need to make an egg wash. I'll be right back. So I got eggs beat up. They didn't do nothing to me. I just didn't like them. Put a little salt and a little pepper in there with a little bit of garlic powder. And she's got the red snapper that I caught. Well, actually, I didn't catch nothing because I was injured and had a cracked vertebrae on this trip. So I was donated fish by the other fishermen in the trip. It's kind of like one of those things that when you go red snapper fishing, no matter what you catch or what you don't catch, everybody splits all the fish that is caught. They just cut it all up and everybody brings home pretty much an equal amount of fish. So this is what we have left. This is the last bag, and it's kind of saddening to see it go. I don't like the red right there.
I'll eat this piece then, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, all right. That's your piece. I don't like the bloody fish. It tastes fishy.
You want me to cut it into chunks or you going to cook it this way?
You do it however you want. What do you think? You decide.
It's easier to cook it this way.
All right.
For me.
Well, then I got to lower the temperature. Is that how you do it? You lower the temperature because it's got to cook longer because it's thicker?
It's got to cook longer, yes.
Well, tell everybody hello.
I did already. I'm going to get some clean dishes
out
of the dishwasher.
Yep.
Every time we cook, end up with a pile of dishes.
Got to deal with a doggone smoke detector. Hang on, folks. Let me show you how to turn the smoke detector off. You just wave your hand in front of it. That really don't put fires out, but it puts your smoke detector off. Don't try that to put a fire out. That only adds to the fire because, you know, oxygen feeds fire. So, yeah. Be right back.
Okay.
You want to tell them something or?
No.
No? Okay, bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Be right back. Okay, folks, so your vegetables, like your fresh squash and your green beans, which are fresh, and your reheated baked beans are going to take a little while to cook. How long would you say that that's going to take?
Probably 20 minutes.
20 minutes. So while that's cooking, we're going to go ahead and prepare. As y'all notice, I ain't using a tripod this time. She's going to cut this into pieces and prepare it for frying.
I'm going to put a toothpick in mine because you don't like.
Yeah, I don't like that blood. See that blood? Folks, that blood makes it taste like fish. That white, it tastes like yummy. That tastes like yummy. That tastes like, well, that's a little bit red, but that red, you want the blood out of your fish. If you've ever cooked fish, if you've ever eaten fish, which I'm sure everybody has.
I don't care myself.
Yeah, I do. I do. I want my fish to taste good. I don't want that bloodline or that blood in my fish. Bleed your fish, folks. Tastes better. So you just dip in that egg stuff and drop in that pile of goo, that pile of powder.
Zataran.
Zatarans. I think that's probably a mix of Zatarans and that other one that we got that one time that we didn't. I don't know. Zataran seems to be a little bit salty, doesn't it? I think it was crabs. The crab things that we did were a little bit salty.
It might seem that way to you because you can't eat salt and you're not used to having salt.
That looks pretty good. Okay. Yeah, something like that. That looks good. Okay, she's going to do that while this other stuff cooks, and I'll be back in a minute, folks, whenever we get ready to fry some fish. Until then, you know what's up. Folks, stay tuned for a future video when we make ragoons. And it's not going to be crab ragoons. It's going to be red snapper ragoons.
If there's any left.
If there's any left, I bet. Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna have quite a few fillets. We're gonna have to save a little bit. Yeah, I think we'll have enough left. If not, we'll go buy some more.
Well, we are going to the grocery store Tuesday.
But that's what we're going to do. We plan on making some ragoons, doing a ragoon video. And I've got some wonton wraps here and some cream cheese. And I'll show you that video in the future, folks. But stay tuned. We've got plans. And I don't even know if I was recording any of that. Did I just tell you I was going to make crab ragoons? Or not crab ragoons, but red snapper ragoons? I might have. I'll have to go back and look. But if I didn't, I'm going to make red snapper ragoons. Kind of like crab ragoons, but with red snapper. And I was going to tell you something else. Oh yeah, don't forget, we are going to make the pizza Getty. The combination of pizza and spaghetti. It's coming up. I promise. We ain't forgot about it. We just ain't wanted it yet. Okay, folks, I got my squash. My squash is ready. It's soft. I put a fork in it to make sure it was soft. And my baked beans, they were from last night, so I know they're ready. And my green beans, not my green beans, my mama's green. I might have some until I get a string or a bone. Well, I call them bones. I'm going to move the squash out of the way. And see, I already got this on warm, so my oil's already preheated. I'm going to send it up here. Go ahead and turn that off in the back so don't forget. And turn this front burner on about 4 to fry my fish. Alright? My fish is ready to go. All I need there, see my mom puts a toothpick in there because that's her piece. But what I want to do, I'm going to get a little bit of this and I'm going to pinch it in my fingers and throw it in that grease and make sure that the grease is hot enough before we get going. And then I'll be right back with that step. Folks, as that oil heats up, ain't nothing but one thing to do. Turn the camera around. Y'all do know I'm still a lunatic, don't you? I am, pretty much. I'm still a lunatic. Even though I've gotten myself under control throughout the past few years, I'm still kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm still a little bit nutty. Y'all want to see my nuts? Told you I was still a little nutty. Hey, this is what Happy gave me when I was over there for New Year's. Happy gave me a damn sack of damn nuts. Actually, he gave me a big old bag of pecans. These are pecans that come out of the tree, grow on a tree. And if you ain't never had pecans, you ought to get you some pecans. He gave me a sack of pecans that was already cracked and everything. All you had to do was just break them open and peel the shell off and put them in a bag. Or a sack, like I said, I got a sack of nuts. I got a big sack of nuts, and they are delicious. You'd really enjoy my nuts, folks. Y'all would enjoy my nuts. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm waiting for this oil to heat up, and then I'm gonna throw some fish in there. But I'm gonna take a little bit of this daggum Zatarans in between my fingers. I'm gonna drop it. And then until I see it start, it's not ready yet. See, it's not quite. Well, you can't see shit. See there? Not quite hot enough. It needs to bubble up immediately. Not take a second. I can't video like this. This is hard to do. How about that, folks? The oil ain't hot enough yet. I'll be right back. I accidentally pulled the toothpick out of your piece of fish, so I'm going to put a clothespin on it.
What?
I don't know where toothpicks are. How about I just put a rubber band around it?
There's toothpicks right in the front behind the Kool-Aid.
I found them. It looks like there's a couple.
There's Q-tips in there.
Yeah, there's some Q-tips in there too. I'll just use a rubber band instead. If I put a rubber band around it, that'll work.
It's going to melt in the front here.
Oh yeah, rubber might melt in there. Don't put rubber bands in your fish, folks. Okay, I put the first piece in there. And it looks like the grease is hot enough. I just got this on medium. I don't know if you can even see that, where my finger's at. The temperature control's only on medium. I'm gonna wash my fingers off while you watch that fry. Oh yeah! Yeah, I want to show y'all something. Check this out. I ain't gonna make a whole video about it because it's pretty simple, it's pretty easy, and it's pretty cool. As y'all know, I am on lots of different medications, and I use these things here. And they're all over my counter. Okay, because I like to do 2 or 3 weeks at a time. And I noticed that my medications and my vitamins and stuff or whatever are piling up on my counter and taking up my counter space. So what I've done is I've gotten computer hard drive magnets. The magnets out of the hard drive and glued them to the back of these things so I can put this on the refrigerator, which is right next to my counter. Now this one here, there's another one. This is the one I use mostly every day. And I got a couple of computer hard drive magnets on there. As you can see, I glued those. And I used, check it out. These are some badass magnets. I used this stuff over here. Amazing Goop. Amazing Goop. It's called Amazing Goop. It is amazing, folks. And so is this red snapper. Don't mix the two, or else that snapper might stick to your throat. I think I got to get the fishing, get the cooking and put down the amazing goop. All right, I'll be right back. I got to put this away. And, but I just wanted to show you that, how cool my ideas are to, this one I take with me in the car when I go traveling, and I can just stick it anywhere on the door or whatever. It doesn't get lost. I can put it where I want it. This one I haven't done yet, but ain't that cool? I got all my pills in there, everything I have to take every morning, and I can just stick it on the refrigerator, and it's out of the way of the countertop. Now I've got everything in there, folks. I went ahead and put everything in there, and as I did, the level of the oil came up, and everything is almost submerged, but I'm going to have to watch it and flip it as, it cooks. But this one here with the toothpick in it, yeah, that one's going to be done first. Ma, yours is going to be done before anybody else. Yeah. Be right back, folks. Once again, folks, this is pure olive oil that we're using. Folks, I have the perfect tool to flip this fish with. I've got a pair of these donkey pinchers. They got a little wood teak handle on there. I don't know what kind of wood that is, but it's pretty nice. It's got little pinchers on the end, and there's a donkey pinch. I call them donkey pinchers, and they're pretty good, especially if you have to, flip fish with it and everything. It works pretty well. Just like so. Let's flip that over. You gotta let those cook a little longer. They're not ready to flip. And this one here, with the toothpick in it, woo, it's getting there. Getting close, folks. Put your donkey pinchers down and let it cook. All right, folks, I think that first piece with the toothpick's ready. So, set it on in the, we got a plate of paper towels to let it drain, of course. Let's go back over here and spread these out evenly. Like I said before, this is pure olive oil that I'm cooking in. This is the same olive oil that I cooked the crab meat in the other night, because I don't want to waste it, and just use it once and throw it out. But after this, I'm probably going to have to get rid of it because it's going to have a lot of particles. Maybe I can drain it and strain it or whatever through a sifter or a coffee filter maybe, but that will take a day and a half. We'll see. We'll try to save as much as we can and reuse it. Ma, yours is ready if you want to come eat. Yeah. I'm still cooking. Folks, I just flipped the rest of them and look at them. Oh my God, they're coming along so good. Now don't forget, I'm going to save some of this leftover fish to mix with some cream cheese and another little bit of mixture of some other stuff that I'm not going to tell you right now, but I'll show you that in another video. And I'm going to make some red snapper ragoons. Like, what do you think? You like crab ragoons?
I never had it.
At a Chinese restaurant. You know those little things that are folded up like... You never had it?
I don't care. The taste doesn't sound good to me.
Oh, you're going to love it. She's going to have it one time. I'll bet you she'll have it when I make it.
Oh,
but anyway.
I'll try it.
Yeah, you'll try it. You'll like it. You'll like it. It's pretty good. They're pretty good. You've never had a crab ragoon at a restaurant?
I don't think so.
You've seen me eat plenty of them.
Yeah.
They're folded up into little things like you used to make, these...
I know.
You know those paper things that you made and you put your fingers in them and go in school?
No, I never did that.
I cannot remember what they called those things. You'd put your fingers in them and you'd open them up like this, and they'd say different things on the inside of the flaps. Oh my God, you remember that?
I never made them.
Those little things that you put on...
I'm an old lady. They didn't do that when I was a kid.
Oh. All right, I gotta watch this, folks. I'll be right back. Old Redneck Mama's got her plate ready. Let's take a look at it. She's got yellow, brown, and... What are you doing? I can't see it. Oh, there you go.
It's cooked.
Just checking to see if I cooked it long enough?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. She's got a good combination. You gonna use some cocktail sauce or maybe some
Nope.
nothing?
Just like that.
Just like it is. Doesn't need nothing, does it?
No, that's just me.
It's good enough the way it. Just perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Now, as she walks away to go eat her dinner in front of the TV, I'm gonna continue to cook the rest of it. Okay, folks, and there's the finished condition, or the finished. I would say the finished product. Now that's the thickest one, so what I want to do is I want to go ahead and bust it open and just take a good close look at it. Let's do that real quick. Ooh, that's hot. Ow, that's too hot. That's too hot for me to handle, folks, to do this without holding it in a napkin or something. Let's break it open and check the inside. Wow, it is freaking hot. But I will assure you, I'm going to show you that it is cooked. That is cooked on the inside. Woo! And it's burning my fingers. I sounded like Ric Flair there, didn't I? Alright, folks, that's my plate right there. I kind of got a screwed up angle on the dangle, but that's what I got. I'm going to go ahead and try a couple of green beans, just against my inner self. I don't, really don't usually do green beans. Squash, I am a big squash guy. I love squash, and I love them ends. For some reason, I love those ends. And broccoli, man. Me and broccoli get along like freaking, I don't know what, I don't even go into that. But I love broccoli also. Check this out. I got green and yellow in my plate. And now I'm going to throw some fish on there. My fish is all completely cooked. And I think I want my thickest piece to go in there first. And my next thickest piece, I'm going to try to pick the best pieces because you got to consider leftovers. You're going to have some leftovers to make crab ragoons with. So I want to take the least of the best and use that. So I'm going to go with that. This is what I've got. Got me 3 chunks of nice healthy meat and a fresh bottle of Tabasco sauce. That's how I do it. I just dropped something in the sink. Folks, fresh. No, it ain't fresh. It's pretty fresh. It was frozen, but we caught it a month ago, or 2 or 3, and red snapper, folks. Frying up red snapper. Shallow frying. This is the first time I've done a shallow fry since I've started using the olive oil, because I don't want to use, I don't want to deep fry with olive oil. It costs too much. And I'm a redneck. I'm on a budget. Just like the rest of us. I'm on a budget. Let's see how this worked. I think it worked out well. Hold on a minute. I forgot my baked beans. Doggone it. I went to clean the stove off. Make sure all the burners were turned off before I went and left the kitchen. And I've got baked beans. So I'm going to add me some baked beans to my plate, and then I'm going to eat. But I got to go eat. I'm ready for some dinner. Let's see. See what I got here sitting in front of the TV. Look at that plate of food. I got me the rest of my whiskey. Look, she's already done.
Yep.
I guess that answers my question. Was it good?
It's good.
Pretty good?
And the string beans don't have strings on them.
There's no bones in my beans?
No.
Okay, then I'm going to enjoy the green beans this time. All right. All right, folks. Next clip you'll see is me tasting a piece. Hold on a minute. I got to go get my damn hot sauce. I forgot my damn. Whoop, 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 whoop. Forgot my Tabasco. Oh, we got to get my Tabasco. I love my Tabasco. Okay, folks. I ain't going to sit here and make you watch me eat. But I am going to try a piece of this fish on camera.
The crowd scrambling for safety. The 4 cadets killed, all in their 20s.
Wow, it's very crispy, isn't it? It's very tasty too. I think I did it just right.
You did good.
I did good. Folks, that was a good one. You have to say excuse me, they heard that, I'm probably sure. Anyway, stay tuned for red snapper ragoons. We may not have no red snapper by the time we get ready to create ragoons. We might eat this shit because it's so damn good. We might make anything else. You know, you can make ragoons with sausage or pork or whatever, anything chicken. But pizza spaghetti. Don't forget about it, folks, because we haven't. It's coming. Thanks for watching this episode of
Cooking with Rednecks Gone Wild and Momma.
Cooking with Redneck. The Redneck Mama's gone wild. Right?
I don't go wild.
Goodbye, folks.
Goodbye.